My two biggest issues with the garage was the lighting and this big ugly orange wall. Painting the wall and hanging shop lights helped significantly, but it's still not as bright as I would like. Also gained quite a bit more storage with these hanging shelves. Made it more convenient for things I use often and don't want to go digging around for. Pegboards have always been my go-to for hanging up brushes. Keeps them organized and out of the way. I rotate between this corner and my office inside for editing and staying up to date with my friends' videos. The previous owner had a keg and tap installed down here. As you can see, I just use it to store my chemicals. Took the hood off already, just to make it easier. I don't want to be hunched over for however many hours it takes for me to do this. Just makes it easier for light to come in also. Going to be taking off the strut tire bar first, and then just kind of going to start unbolting things, watch a few videos here and there and some forums, and have a decent idea of what to do, but we'll see how it goes. Halfway done here. As you can see, those are the injectors. Got them yanked out of the rail. Really didn't want to take the intake plenum off, so we just kind of unbolted everything that we could, unplugged all the hoses and everything that we could, and got everything out of the way. We kind of got a couple of casualties, stuff like this. Few clips, 30-year-old car, kind of can't avoid it. The plastic and the rubber and everything is so fragile on these cars since they're so old, so we're gonna get back to it and let you know in a bit. Got the injector I pulled out of the RB on the left and the injector going in on the right. We've got the kit right here for the O-rings. Replacing those, hopefully get a good seal and get on the way. While everything was disassembled, I took apart my AACV and cleaned it. I doubt it's ever been done, and it was pretty dirty and gunked up. Injectors in, got all 6 of them plugged in. I know it's all messy and gross right now, but just gonna plug the rail back in, press everything down and start assembling. Had to open the garage door. Obviously with the gas fumes I was getting high as shit, so had to air it out. So yesterday I was finally able to pinpoint why the car is misfiring. I ended up replacing the injectors, the coil packs, the fuel filter, an assortment of hoses, the spark plugs. I've got a Walbra 255 fuel pump on the way, but what it ended up being was the wiring harness connectors to coil packs 2 and 3 got crunched. So the insides were pretty damaged. What I ended up doing was just cleaning out the connectors and plugging them back in and zip tying them to the coil packs so they wouldn't come undone again. Buttoned everything back up, started it, set the idle, and it's running great. There's no more misfire. Gonna order a new harness for a more permanent fix whenever I get around to it, but as of right now, it's fixed. Another project I'm working on is my 2016 Ram ProMaster. I'm building it to be dual purpose, functional for both work and camping. The platform is pretty simple. I have a layer of plywood sitting on top of 4x4s. Underneath, there is a sheet of plywood sandwiched between insulation and rubber matting to help keep things level. It's still not completed, but I'm happy with the progress I've made so far. I laid a layer of whiteboard down for protection against the bare wood. It's not the best, but we had a bunch laying around from the garage walls. To help with storage, I bought this 95L rugged storage case from Rome Adventure Co. It has some pretty neat features like a built-in bottle opener. It's tapped for a molly panel and it has nice hydraulics.
Overall, it is very well built and high quality. This is just a test fit and not all of my gear is in here, nor is this the final spot for everything. Pretty soon I'll be getting more parts in the mail to move the van on to the next stage. I'll be getting a couple molly panels to increase storage, a leveling kit for the front, and the rest of the pieces needed to run water from my tank to my pressure washer. I'll also be doing a full paint correction video on the Skyline, so check back in for that. Thanks!